All right, so I just missed, I think, on this 1-inch size here. Just missed it, so I'm gonna have to get a larger wrench there for my set, so that I don't have to use these adjustables. Not that there's anything wrong with them. If you're careful and everything, you won't damage anything, but for getting stuff super tight undone, just not my favorite. So that's on the list of things to pick up is an official jet boat wrench. So you can still see a couple of the markings, I guess, I had written on there from when I had it apart last time, and I actually measured all these. Didn't have a mic to do it, so I just ended up using a set of dial calipers. Get it as close as I could. So there's the last one there coming out. You know what? I'll set these up here on top, and then here's the stator. Looks like a key's coming with it there. That's all right. Take that key with me there. Key goes with that one. And so the first time around, I actually rebuilt these, and I wish I would have gotten video of it. So these are the cutlass bearings, and this is a sleeve down inside of there that rides on the shaft and all that. And this is all new, so I pressed all that old stuff out and pressed the new stuff in before I ever took the boat out. So I just wanted to make sure I could go through the pump and make sure that everything was good enough to where the thing wasn't going to be tearing itself up or something that are causing, you know, damage to anything. And so I knew that the impellers were undersized and needed repair, but I wasn't super worried about getting that done, because you can run it like that without it being too fussy. Now look at that, there's a couple little pieces of straw down there between these two stages. Yeah, dry straw too. I almost wonder if that got blown in from this side. Alright, here's the second one. Grab his keyway. Stator. So yeah, these once you get all the fasteners and stuff done, that's the hardest part for sure. This thing flies apart. Alright, so I'll keep these in the right order. Came off. Yeah, here's some more grass and junk hung up in the impeller in the first stage here. Alright, so there's the last one. And the last key comes out nice and clean. Those keys could probably stand to be just a touch tighter. They're a little bit loose. I would expect to have to fight with them a little harder than that to get them out. But like I said, I've had this thing apart as recently as a year ago. And I fought with it to get it apart then, so this time around it's actually not as bad. And so just gonna scoot these around a little bit here. Grab that camera and show you what's going on. So looking at it once again, so here's the two first stages sitting next to one another. That's what I'm putting in. Now the old one, it's got all this wasted room here. And now they do that to help that flow, that water come over there and you know, get it into the prop right. But this is going to grab a whole lot more water reaching into that water pocket and pulling it in like a turbocharger. So I'm excited to see what this is going to do by itself. And then these two, well, I guess this here is the lucky guy that's going to get kicked out. But technically there's two 19s in here, this one and this one. That both are going to have to stay, or I'm sorry, 119 goes, but the 20 2, I believe, and the 19. This one here, I guess, will stay. That one will go. So, all right, put it back down here, and we'll start throwing these parts back together. A lot of these tolerances that they use on these pumps, and it's evident even throughout the steering and all that stuff. And like, I got a couple of brand new parts from KEM, and was wondering, you know, why they seem to kind of fit together a little on the sloppy side. And apparently that's the way that they make these. They're like garbage pumps, so they just keep them all opened up, big tall clearances on them, and hope that they all just don't get gummed up with mud and gook. Kind of like the AK-47 strategy, I guess. Alright, so you know what? I am going to go ahead and that one's starting to fit a little snug a little early on in the game there, so I'm going to get a rag here and we'll throw some of this penetrating oil on here. That was probably a good idea to do anyway, just to help ourselves out. Maybe even throw some on our fasteners here. And little end tubes. There we go. Yeah, a little shot, see if that feels any better. That first one felt a little gritty there. A little too gritty for my taste. Yeah, that feels a little better, but she's sure snugging up in a hurry there. So I'm feeling just a little bit of a burr raised up on the outside of this first keyway here on that top edge, which makes sense because that would be makes sense with the direction it's spinning. So I'm gonna grab a little file here and just kind of dress the edges of those keyway holes up a little bit, the keyway slots, and hope that that's what's taking up my little bit of clearance that I need to get that in there. So let me pause and go grab a file, and we'll get right back to it.